Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. Our top story today. Football fans, there is a big Doha travel update.
Dubai celebrated Flag Day and it was epic.
You may not need your face to get through security at Abu Dhabi airport going forward.
And the weekend hot list.
And do stay tuned because we're going to be talking all things how to master your money, the liquidity outlook with Standard Chartered and what that means for you.
And of course, we are being joined by the Real Housewives of Dubai star, Caroline Brooks.
Which we are so excited for. She's just arrived in the studio. We cannot wait to have her in. So if you have any questions about the tea that went down on Real Housewives, do see them coming through. We have the comments open. We love to read them before, during, and after the show. But before we get to all of that, Simran is on holidays. We miss her dearly, but no fuss. Atika's here instead. Welcome. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Casey. I am good. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Good. It's Friday. It's 8:34. I'm feeling fresh, but I'm used to this. How did you manage the morning?
It was not easy. I had to wake up earlier. And then, yeah. But like it was fine to an extent. Although I am a little groggy still. I feel puffy.
You look great. But so we've had, there's been a takeover too when Lovin gets to go around to do breakfast shots. And I remember asking Attika for a morning one and she was like, she just gave me the emoji and I was like, I'm so sorry. I just feel like the sleep is precious to you. So yeah. Did you switch your clock? Did you get up a little bit earlier?
Yeah, I was actually this close to forgetting to set an alarm like earlier.
Oh.
And I was like going to like wake up at like 7 and call it a day and just come at 9. But then life happened and then I remembered and then I put on my phone for the alarm thing and yeah. But like it's like
the alarm thing, that old chestnut.
I usually sleep by like 10 o'clock or 10:30, 11 max. But now because like there's family at home too, I've just been sleeping super late, like at 11:30 and 12 and all of that. And
when visitors come to visit you in Dubai, it's a whole other ball game of tiredness and entertainment. But how many hours of sleep do you usually get? Because I feel like you're getting quite a good chunk if you're going to sleep at 10 and you don't get to work till 9 and you live nearby.
Yeah, that's the whole point of living nearby. But yeah, I usually get around 8 hours of sleep.
Nice.
Yeah, 8 to 9 hours. But now I get like 7 hours. And it's taking a toll on me, guys.
It's taking a toll on you? Ali's just saying he slept for 5 hours.
Okay, Ali. You know,
but Ali, is that normal for you? 5 hours of sleep? Yeah, I can't deal.
When we used to be in school, there used to be this whole competition. Whoever sleeps the most, no, whoever sleeps the least is like the better person amongst all of us because like you slept less and like you're still awake the next day at the same time as everybody else and you're super cool.
What a weird competitive challenge. You could just lie though.
Yeah.
Ali, do you mind doing a quick check on our Instagram because I feel like the audio... Oh, they're saying it's okay now. Thanks for the updates, Instagram fam. We see you. We're talking all things sleep and how many hours you need at night. I need 7.
Oh,
and if I don't have 7, it'll get to like 3 or 4 p.m. and I cannot focus. Simply cannot.
That's so
and I'm wicked inside my head. I'm just like grumpy and tired and I need to get that 7. And 8 is just a dream. And when the weekend comes, who even knows? Actually, I still get the same. It's the same all week. I don't fluctuate. I don't get like 5 during the week. These people who only need 5 hours of sleep, I'm jealous.
That's true. I mean, I wish I could function on 5 hours of sleep, but nope, not for me.
Not for me either. But you'll come back and join us next week. Okay, let's jump in to our top story. We're talking football fans and the Doha travel update. So you might start renaming us Lovin World Cup. With all of the FIFA news we're going to be dropping in the next couple of weeks. And the big topic this morning is pretty huge. You do not need a ticket to get to Doha for the FIFA World Cup. So previously, only ticket holders were allowed to enter, but Qatar has now relaxed the rules, meaning fans without tickets can enter Doha after the group stages have ended. So after the kind of big rush, then you will be allowed to enter Doha.
But fans will still need to apply for and get a Haya traveling. Your Haya acts as your entry card to the country and to the games itself.
As you guys know, the World Cup kicks off on November 20th. 1.2 million football fans are expected to visit Qatar to watch 32 teams battle it out. Is India the World Cup?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Ali,
help us.
I think we probably is India the World Cup?
I don't think so because India's not too big on football.
Yeah,
like we have football fans. But
India's not in the World Cup.
Yeah,
neither is Ireland. So we need
okay.
to do a whip around the office. We need to choose teams because unfortunately I cannot support Ireland, but I'm going to put my pride into another country and that will be chosen like this. And I'm like, oh, Ali, I'm not just going to take Brazil. Ali's like, take Brazil.
I do remember. So the one FIFA World Cup that I was heavily invested in was the one where I think there was Brazil and there was Germany.
Yeah,
there was.
They tend to get through.
they're just really good, and like I was very invested in it. You know, there was this phase where people would like constantly update on Facebook, go like, "Oh my God, Brazil! What a score! You just scored so well."
What are they going to do now? TikTok?
I don't know.
That's a very interesting thing about how our social. We'll be supporting Saudi, any team that's green is good with me. But it'll be interesting how like we'll change. So where will all our updates go? TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube? I don't know.
I still feel like I think Twitter. I think Twitter is the way because like TikTok maybe like it'll be like montages of like their favorite players like scoring or like this one.
Unless Elon Musk starts charging us to update to tweet about our World Cup pride. But speaking of pride, yesterday was a day full of pride for this country.
Yep, because it was the Flag Day celebrations. And yesterday the UAE celebrated Flag Day, which is an annual celebration to symbolize UAE sovereignty and pride. And just like any other important occasion in the city, Dubai has once again outdone itself with the celebrations.
It was lit. It was, and all of the videos, we literally got hundreds of videos from you guys, so thank you for always sharing the DMs with us, where proud UAE residents can be seen waving the UAE flag in totally unique scenarios with so much pride. So we saw the snowy mountains when people were going kind of like skiing down the mountain, which is obviously not in the UAE, but still very cool. They pre-planned it. Skydivers, rollerbladers with peak creativity to express their love for the city and its rulers.
Honestly, I love watching the creativity of these celebrations because like from the Royal Garden Centre in Warsan to Skydive Dubai to Mad Rollers and the Kite Beach, the Flag Garden in Kite Beach, we saw so many different ways of people combining their love and respect for the flag with what they love doing. And like it just makes you realize how patriotism can also be so aesthetic only in Dubai.
And then this is like the kickoff moment of it. So now it'll run into the National Day celebrations. And it was just super cool to get all the videos. And I just love the cute videos of all the kids because they dress up.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. And like I think I saw one video of like a little boy raising the flag along his principal, and like moms were so proud, and everybody. It's just so cute because like they wear the traditional attire. They're going in, raising flags, doing such cute little stuff.
And if you want to see videos, can I just say the creativity of content creators in the city just has. They don't hold back. Quixel Art, they shared a really cool visual of like Dubai frame with loads of iconic shots of Dubai through it. And we got so many. Unfortunately, we couldn't share all of them, but we're going to try and share more throughout the day. So keep sending them to us. From the most incredible creative stuff to the cute kids just hanging out at Kite Beach, which by the way is up and running if you want to check it out. And that will be throughout all of the day because it's Friday, we're running into the weekend. But our next story, Abu Dhabi Airport has new technology and it is game changer. Do you remember going to the airport when you were younger and security and baggage control and everything was like, it was a drama. It was a 3-4 hour hog, especially if you're traveling with a couple of people. Now we go through Dubai, they have biometrics, you slide your passport. So now it's a slide your passport. Tops, half an hour. Busiest airport in the world, half an hour. Abu Dhabi are topping that with new tech, and it's so cool. They are gearing up to launch facial recognition to use a passenger's face as their passport, which is just so cool. The tech is currently in its first phase. It's already implemented at the United States Customs and Border Protection, Abu Dhabi. So if you're flying to the US from Abu Dhabi, it's already implemented.
Wow. But following financing from Abu Dhabi airports, you can also expect a major rollout across the airports in coming months.
So it's going to go across Abu Dhabi airport. Your face is your passport.
Which is really cool. But also it's like, what if I get like a plastic surgery? What if? And like, will they still be able to recognize? Like, not like a big.
That's a question for the higher ups. What are you thinking of doing? Like, how much are we talking? Like, I'd say a little, I don't know, like a chin. Are we okay with it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel sometimes worried. Like, you know, like it's mainly about like fingerprints. Like, I just constantly think like, what if my finger gets cut off one day? And
I'm just constantly thinking. Just keeps on going around in my mind. I can't think of nothing else.
Then like, how would I enter the places I need to? And like, our office has the biometric system, so like, how would I enter anymore?
So, well, if you get your finger cut off, God forbid, touch something, touch wood, touch something that's wood. If that happened, I'm sure Taz, our office manager, would have no problem setting up your other finger, and you could have some time off work.
Okay.
Not ideal for the typing. But also fingers, I think I think you're more spot on with what if you do get a large amount of facial reconstruction.
Right.
Interesting question. I was also thinking, how cool, you're going through Abu Dhabi airport, super quick, you forget your passport, you don't need it. But the airport you're going to is not as tech friendly.
Right.
So you still can't forget your passport. It's still going to be needed. But you just won't need to, when you're traveling with loads of luggage, it'll be in your handy travel compartment where all your visa and all your COVID documentation, you don't need to take it out. Less fiddling.
Yeah, and like, it's like, I'm just holding 5 things at once. Whenever I go to the airport, it's like the bag and like maybe like the laptop, especially when you have to like pull things out to put it in the check-in, the screening thing. It's just like, you have to pull it out, you have to put it in, and then you lose your passport. Sometimes you leave it at the one part, and then you go in through the screening, and then you're like, oh, oops, sorry, and then you look like an idiot going back and forth the machine. And it's just like ringing, and it's a little traumatizing.
It's a faff. You do forget things. My mom left her iPad in Dublin airport going through recently. Someone's like, why can't we just use passports? It is a good question. Why not just use your passport? But it just shows the technology curve in terms of like. And also it's touchless, right? So you can get through the airport without actually touching anything. It's more hygienic. Previously, it was passport, human, back, forth. Then it was human, passport, machine. Now, walk through this tunnel, use your face, you're through. It's so swift and it's just a constant upgrade. And the UAE is a game changer in terms of this innovation, which is so cool.
Yep, count on the UAE for everything innovation related. Tech, there's so much investment in all this research and development, so it makes sense.
It does make sense, and it's not ready just yet. So, as we said, if you're going through Abu Dhabi airports, if you're flying to the US, it's there, and then expect the rollout at Abu Dhabi International Airport in the coming months. It's not in Dubai just yet.
Awesome. So, moving on to other awesome things happening this weekend, the weekend roundup. You might have seen me do this before alone, but I have a friend today. Yay! Okay, so the weekend is finally here, and we're at that time when the weather is only getting kinder, and the entire city is super happy. Because have you noticed that people are actually like more happy during winter seasons? It's like the weather's cuter, so like, even when you step out, you're not like a mess. If you come inside, you're not a mess. You're just
100%.
happy. It's like a zen mode.
100% agree.
Yep.
I like both seasons because I like the longer evenings of the summer. I'm one of the 1% who I live here because of the sun and the heat. This is one of the main reasons.
Okay, that's shocking. I've never heard that.
I grew up in the cold and the wet, and there was no consistency with temperature. What I love here is the consistency, and I do love the longer evenings, so I do like that. But yes, 100%. Majority rules is that the winter is the season.
Yep.
It's the season.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because there are so many events happening every winter from starting October until December. It's just like a plethora of events happening all around the city. And the first one is, I don't know about you all, but like Christmas is already in my head. I'm already thinking about what to do for Christmas. And the festivities are also in town now. So if your little ones are excited about Christmas, you cannot miss out on this adorable children's cooking workshop happening at Jones the Grocer in Al Manara.
I'm so glad you mentioned Christmas because Mariah Carey officially said we're allowed to talk about it.
Yep.
She did the transition
yes.
from Halloween to Christmas. We're here for it. And if your kids love Christmas, they can learn how to make reindeer brownies and Christmas biscuits, and they get to take home a chef's hat, which is super cute, an apron, and all sorts. Don't forget to register at Jones the Grocer website and head down to Al Manara this Sunday at 4 p.m.
Amazing. Cute.
Then,
cookies.
if you want to go some toe tapping, there's some Latin dance going on.
It's going to polish off your dance shoes because the Latin dance classes are happening by the beach every Sunday from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Aloft Palm Jumeirah.
Head down there and spend your evenings dancing in the sunset with a cool DJ performance and, of course, some amazing food and drinks.
Yep. And now the next one is something that we've all been talking about. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure a lot of us have already gone, but you should go again, because the best part about living in Dubai is that there's always so much to do, especially in the winter. And the city is in full swing because some of the signature places are open.
And they need no introduction. Global Village, Miracle Garden, the Winter Garden, everything is now open and ready to welcome visitors. Keep in mind that these OG Dubai spots, so it's really tradition to visit them every winter.
Yep. Have you been Global Village yet?
Have I been? Oh, this year?
Yeah, this year.
No. Have you?
No. But the Winter Garden in Al Habtoor, I have been wanting to go there since last year. But I haven't, and I really need to go this year.
Oh, it's lovely.
I've never been.
I love the Winter Garden I have tour. I love the one in Souk Madinat because it's very busy. But they do a really good job of the food, the drinks. They have a snow garden, and you can just see the kids. Their minds are blown in the snow garden. They're running around. They think it's real snow. They're having snowball fights. It's so good.
What do you mean the kids? That's still me.
The kids in Attica. Who knows?
Okay, so that's our top 3 for this weekend, but there are a lot more cool stuff listed out on the Lovin Dubai website. So head on there and check out the weekend hot list. As always, if we've missed out on something, do let us know, because this is Dubai, and over here, there's always something for everyone.
And we love your inspo. Guys, do stay tuned. In about 6 minutes, we're going to have Caroline Brooks, who is the star of Real Housewives of Dubai. But before we get there, we're talking all things money, the liquidity outlook, and how to master your money with Standard Chartered. It's going to be with you right after this. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. We live in the city of dreams. It's a city that sells a big dream, and we're hustling to make sure we can achieve ours. To get there, we need to understand the 101 of liquidity. So I'm challenging Amy, Shahir, and you, putting your knowledge of liquidity with Standard Chartered to the test. Buzzers at the ready, gang. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks. I'm excited to take Shahir down again.
I'm gonna get you.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna get you this time.
If you watched before, Amy was the winner by a smidgen. By a smidgen. Okay, so...
No. Not by a smidgen. I let you have a couple. I very much showed my economic financial prowess.
Well, I'm gonna get you this time, so we're gonna see what's what.
Fighting words, guys. Okay, so a quick recap of the game. We do 6 questions, true or false. When you know the answer, buzz, not before. Question 1.
I feel like she's attacking me.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Question 1. In oil exporting economies, liquidity is helped by higher oil prices.
Ladies first, I'll let you have it.
Yes, true.
Correct. 1 point for Amy Jones.
I'll let you.
I've never seen you move so quickly in my life, though. So that let me. Cool.
The tension is real for this one, gang.
I'm so competitive.
Question 2, true or false? The Gulf outlook for the region was less positive for the last Q3 than the global outlook.
False.
Smashed it. Why?
Because it wasn't. Oil trade is massive and is been going crazy. And obviously a lot of the oil comes from the Middle East, and the world itself is a little bit messed up right now. So obviously that is simple terms of making you sound now really smart.
Amy has come to play. The Gulf outlook for the region was more positive from the previous quarter than the global outlook. 2 points to Miss Amy Jones.
Thanks.
Question 3.
Sorry.
Okay. True or false? Foreign exchange reserves are cash and other reserve assets. I'm going to start that again. Question 3. Foreign exchange reserves are cash and other reserve assets such as gold held by the central bank.
True.
Correct. 3 points for Amy Jones. This is it.
I have no idea what these questions are. Like, I don't know whether or not they're true or false.
Smashing it, Amy. Smashing it.
Do you not read a newspaper?
This is why we're doing the segment. I'm getting educated.
There you go. On how to get schooled by Amy Jones. Continue.
It's okay.
Hang on, how many questions have we got?
3.
3 down, 3 points to Amy, 3 to go.
Oh, okay. We can still tie.
Sure, we'll see about that. Okay.
Well, you can't win.
I know.
It's basic maths. Okay, sorry.
Basic economics.
Financial liquidity. Question 4.
Sure.
True or false? Financial liquidity refers to the simplicity in which an asset can be converted into monetary cash to either spend or invest.
True.
Correct.
Well done. It's because I read it out to him before we came here.
Not true.
3-1. Still in the running, Shahir.
I got this.
You have, come on.
Question 5. Liquid assets in an account provide account holders with immediate access for large or small purchases.
True.
Is it? Did she win?
I mean, I wouldn't, yeah.
Well, there's still 1 question to go. Let's keep you on the scoreboard. Let's get more than 1 point. Amy, you have won the game. But we're still going to finish it, considering we're learning here. We're getting educated.
Okay.
Final question.
Thank you.
That was hurt. When assessing current liabilities, bank overdrafts and cash credit are not considered in the calculation.
True.
You nailed that! Congratulations! When assessing current liabilities, bank drafts and overdrafts and cash credit are not considered in the calculation. However, we still have an Amy Jones winner, 4-2. She smashed it again, second time, second winner. Well done.
I'll let you have it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You know, I really read up about this subject and you know, strive to educate all of you.
I have to say, the last time we played, you came in and you were a little bit meek at the beginning of the game. And I do think you...
fighting talk, Casey!
No, meek, you were like, you said that, you know, you read a newspaper, but you hadn't been catching up. I think she's done some private studying because you were ready today. You came out of it, you were ready.
To be honest, I was paying much more attention today.
And I learned a lot, I guess.
No, learned a lot today.
To tell us more about liquidity and what it means in our region, we have a video from Carla Slim, who is the Director and Economist of MENAP Regional Research at Standard Chartered Bank, as she explores the liquidity outlook. Middle East and North Africa Talks by Standard Chartered. Don't forget to follow Standard Chartered Bank on Instagram right now at Standard Chartered UAE for all of their tips.
Our liquidity outlook for the region is also quite diverse. In the oil exporting economies, liquidity is helped by higher oil prices, but we are seeing some decoupling of the traditional correlations that we tend to expect in our region, with FX reserves not rising as fast as we would expect them given higher oil prices.
Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. It is the season for reality shows in Dubai, and today we're joined by the founder of Glasshouse DXB and the star who's best known for telling it like it is on The Real Housewives of Dubai. We have Caroline Brooks. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
Not
It's
at
our
all.
pleasure.
I'm so excited to be here.
We
This
are
is
so
fun.
excited to have you. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
I'm surprised that you said early mornings. I'm sure as a mom, as a hustler, starting your salon, I'm sure you're very used to
Oh, yeah,
early
yeah. I
mornings.
wake up early in the morning, but I just don't go, I don't leave early in the morning. So I wake up and we start the day from home pretty early. We're up by 6, but then I'm out of the door close to 9.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
a turnaround.
Yeah.
True, there is a difference between waking up and staying at home and waking up and going out.
Yeah. There's a big difference. So, like, I'm actually having to get ready quickly. That's the part that's hard. Because I'm running around, I'm on calls, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It just doesn't end.
How has your life changed since the show started? Because huge, first
Yeah.
ever big reality show to come to Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
What was your life like before? Where are you now?
Well, my life before was, my lifestyle is the same. I would just say it's changed because I'm recognized, right? So wherever I go, people will be like, "Oh my God, you're the girl from Real Housewives." You know, you're Brooks. That's the difference. It's actually being addressed by my last name was the hardest adjustment. Because my whole life I'm addressed by Caroline. But now we have 2 Carolines, and one is Stanbury, one is Brooks. So I had to get used to being called by my surname and like having fans like Brooks. And I'm like, what? Like, it's so weird hearing my last name all the time. But I guess that would be like the biggest change. But other than that, it's okay. Like, you know, my cast, we're all very humble people. So for us, it's like, we're happy when we meet new people. We're happy when we see the fans. A lot of them during the process of me building my business were just popping up and taking pictures in front of the hoarding. Sometimes I'd walk out and they were in awe. They're like, that's not her.
You wouldn't think
You know,
that.
they would come like really close to my face. Like, is it you? And I'm like, it's me.
That's very interesting that you talk about the cast, because the next question is, so what made you decide to like join the cast of The Real Housewives of Dubai?
Well, I was casted, so it wasn't like what made me make the final decision. Yes, is because I'm a huge fan of the franchise. I grew up watching Real Housewives in America. It's huge in the States, and for me being an American expat, I was like, you know, being a part of the first international franchise from our country was a very special thing to me. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to say no to this, you know? So I was cast directly from the network, you know?
When you say you're cast directly, what does that mean? It means you got an email one day and it said,
No,
we know
no.
you, we want you?
Well, yeah,
or-
so there are people who knew of me who work in the network, and they knew they wanted to do Dubai. So that's when I got a call. And that's when we started the casting process. Yes.
Amazing.
And what was it like when the show went live? What was the reaction like?
So the reaction was crazy. Like, obviously, there was a lot of mixed reviews, right?
Right.
But in the end, everybody's like, we loved it. You know? So I think there was also a lot of people who didn't understand what it meant, who are not familiar with the Real Housewives franchise. I think they took the name literally. I think they thought the Real Housewives of Dubai, meaning that would mean the real Emirati wives of Dubai. But the Real Housewives franchise, it's not, the name shouldn't be taken literal. I'm not even a housewife. I'm a divorcee and I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a single mom. So it's a mega franchise, and the name is not to be taken literally. You know, some people are actual housewives, but the Real Housewives franchise is huge. It's global. You know, so I think once people actually then dug in and got a little bit more history behind the show, they actually started to understand it's about a group of friends, you know, in a city living their life through work, through parenthood, through drama, through friendships, through traveling, through ups and downs. And that's when people were like, okay, we accept it.
Living their best wild lives, for sure.
Living their best life.
So, speaking of friendship, this is something we all want to know about, and I think I especially want to know about. What is like, was there like, were you really outraged when Sarah Madani suggested that you should be closer to your son?
In that moment, absolutely.
Interesting scene.
I was angry.
Okay.
I think you guys watched the scene, so you know I was really upset because in that moment, now today, look at Maktoum, her son, and my son. They're so close. And Sarah and I, like, that's my bestie. I love her so much. So it's funny how life works. But those are where the best friendships actually come from. You know, actually, sometimes you butt heads when you first meet, and then you end up being the best of friends later. You know, it made us really strong. But yeah, I was really angry when she said that because she didn't know me well enough to make that assessment.
What are these moments like, and do you think everything you went through a lot of ups and downs in the show? Do you think it's all accurately portrayed, or is there how much editing goes into the show?
Of course, the show is edited and it's produced as well, but is it accurately portrayed? I'd say yes, but
Are
does it
you
show
accurately
you?
portrayed?
I would say yes to like a portion of my life. It doesn't give you all of my life. So let's say if you're watching it and you're seeing the fun side of me, but you're not seeing the business side of me. So yes, everything you see, I'm not an actress, so it really happened. But they get to choose what goes in, right? So if I'm the fun and wild one, we might just stick to that and only put in those scenes of her being fun and wild, right? So like I mean, 90% of my life is business, but then that 10% that's fun, I'm more fun than the rest. So it's like, you know, she's delivering on the, you know, wants to have a good time, and she, you know, so it's you know, maybe you don't get to see the business side. And that, though, if you follow me on social media, if you're like, if most of my fans, they know who I am as a person. They understand the full scope of it. You know, I'm 90% business, 10% everything else.
Interesting, which we'll get to in a second, by the way. But we still want to talk about the Housewives tea.
Of course.
The Housewives tea has to come first.
So, like, wait, I forgot my question.
Can I jump in? Because I had
Yes,
I
yes.
wanted to ask about we're talking about relationships and drama, and of course one of the most touching things that you were involved in the show was your relationship with your ex.
Oh, my ex-husband. Oh, yeah.
And how that how
That
did
was
that
insane.
how did that come about on the show?
Wow. Actually, the producers brought us together. It's crazy because I hadn't, what the fans didn't realize, and what I've never actually even said publicly, or I may have, I watch what happens live, but what the fans didn't realize is that was the first time in 4.5 years I sat at a table with him. And from that little short clip, it looks so casual, but people don't realize that was a half a decade in the making.
Wow.
You know, I refused to even let him come beyond the gates of my house at some, you know, for a long time. You understand? And they asked me, would you, you know, be willing to sit down with him? And of course, we chatted a little bit before it happened because we need to break the ice a little bit. But yes, that conversation was huge. It was uncomfortable. It was crazy. I had so many emotions. And I was in shock when he apologized on national television. I was like, this can't be real life. Like, is somebody playing a joke on me? I mean, he wouldn't even say sorry, even if he like, you know what I mean? So I knew in that moment he meant it. And that's when I was like, wow, we're getting, this is insane. Like, I can't believe this is happening to me right now. It was a lot for me to take in that moment. And it then created the ladder for us to now co-parent better, for us to now even eventually work together. And that's when I gave him the proposal of building the glass house for me, because he's amazing at what he does. He was a terrible husband, but amazing contractor and a great dad.
Take the pros. That's amazing.
Yeah, great dad.
That's something actually a lot of women don't get, like the apology after like getting
We
hurt.
don't get it. We never get the, especially like when you're in a relationship with a person who I would say my ex-husband used to be. Because people, everybody has the right to a fresh start and a new change. And who he was when we were married, I wouldn't have expected in a million years that he would apologize or hold himself accountable for the horrible things he did to me. But when he did, I was willing to just now, I had something that was an open wound. It created closure and it changed me as a person. I don't think he realized in that moment the magnitude of what he did and how much it helped me as a human being. I was angry with the world, you know, so angry. And it helped me become a happier person. Now I'm really living my life and knowing it's not my fault and I'm not bad and I'm not this and I'm not all those things he used to say to me. He said sorry and he knows it was him, or he knows that he shouldn't have been that way. And it helped me, you know, it created a new chapter in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Watch the show, guys, because these moments, you know, it
Powerful.
felt so real. So it's so great to get your kind of behind the scenes on that. Post show, Drama still going on?
Oof. Oof.
What's going on?
Gosh. Can't say too much, but is there drama? Absolutely. I mean, look, you have a group of 6 friends or frenemies. Friends one day, frenemies the next. We're not always gonna get along. But I do have such a beautiful relationship. I mean, thanks to the show partly for some of my new friendships, but of course some of us knew each other prior.
Right.
But I'm so grateful for my closest friends who are Sarah, Caroline, and Nina. Like I'm beyond grateful. Like I don't know what I would do without them. You know, so every day we all just call each other. Like if Nina doesn't hear from me in 24 hours, she'll be like, Brooks, are you alive? Same with Caroline. Same with Sarah. Sarah's the busiest one, I think. Sarah's the one who's like, no, I know everybody's fine. But like Nina's such a mommy. So she wants to mom all of us and make sure, like with my launch, I don't know what I would have done without Nina.
We're going to get through what your thoughts on each individual housewives very quickly, but let's talk about your launch because there is something very cool happening.
Yes.
Tell the people.
Okay, so the Glass House is grand opening on Sunday, November 6th to the general public. We will be having a private launch event, which a lot of people know about who are invited to that. That's just for some of the closest friends of mine who are coming to that the day prior. But on Sunday, November 6th, we are open for business, and we are Dubai's first and only inclusive salon and spa. And inclusive, we can get into that, or you guys can Google it. But what it means is we cater to women of all colors, textures, shapes, sizes. You can sit next to, she and I can be in the same hair salon together and both get our hair done next to each other. And that's incredibly special because you can't really find that in Dubai where somebody knows there's a specialist who can do your hair and do mine.
So you're saying you have specialists for all hair types?
All hair types, all colors, all textures, everything. We got it covered.
That's amazing. It's a very cool concept because, yeah, as you said, you don't see that everywhere. Different salons for like all kinds of hair.
Like, yeah, for example, one of my closest friends is Caroline Stanberry. She's a blonde European woman. I'm a woman of color. I can't go to her salon and go to the same stylist she goes to do my hair, or even sit next to her because generally maybe that salon caters to her hair type.
True.
And that bothered me. Because then also me being a woman of color, I would have to go to salons that were kind of further out and find people who like look like me to do my hair.
Yep.
And it wouldn't be 5-star, it wouldn't be elegant. And I want to be served a really nice tea when I come in. I want a nice, I want marble floors. I want a nice place. And I'm like, you know what? I saw there was a gap in the market. I saw the demand. I knew what I wanted and I knew how uncomfortable I was. And I said, I'm going to build it.
Yeah.
Sorry. My next question was going to be, has it always been your dream to open this salon, or is it that you saw the gap in the market?
I would say it became business first, I would say. I would say, number one, yes, I was actually anger made me want to open it first. And then I thought of it being a great business idea because I said, if I feel this way, imagine how many other women feel this way. I can't be the only one who's frustrated that I have to go to the lights of certain areas to go do my hair or go do my nails or go do my laser because I'm scared that a certain clinic will burn me because they're not used to my skin tone. You know, that I couldn't be the only one. And I'm like, I need to build something beautiful for women of all colors inclusively in a nice area, you know, and make it 5-star, make it luxurious. And also, I'm a picky person. So I know I'm one of those clients that it's never good enough, which helps for all of my clients coming in because you know I'm going to cover every stop because I'm one of those people like you don't have a charger attached to the next my pedicure station. So like I made sure all of those things are there. Everything I'd want, I put it into the salon. So I make sure everybody has
Expect attention to detail at
Yes.
Glass House DXB. It's opening
Yes.
this weekend. We are so short on time. I'm going to ask 2 quick fire questions and then we're going to go to the game. Number 2, is season 2 confirmed?
Not yet.
Can we expect Major Parks to join season 2 of Your Last Is Dubai?
Fingers crossed. We would love that.
Okay, there's the questions we needed to get answered. Also, where can you watch it if you're living in Dubai?
OSN Plus.
She knows it all.
Plus.
Okay, very quickly, we're going to play a game called Who is Most Likely to? With Caroline Brooks, star of Real Housewives of Dubai. We'll ask you some quick fire questions. Let us know which of the housewives is most likely to. Would you like to kick it off?
Yes. Okay. So, which of the Bones housewives is most likely to spend $1 million on a kid's party?
Nina Ali.
She throws some nice parties. Who is most likely to become president?
Sarah Al-Madani.
True. Leave the show first?
Ooh, I don't know. Skip.
Skip one more try.
Leave? Like willingly or like or by force?
Okay, give us both.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think everybody enjoys doing the show.
Okay, we have 60 seconds.
Okay.
Buy matching luxury cars with their partner.
By matching. Caroline Stanbury. 100%.
Yeah.
Leave you on red.
Leave me on red? Nobody. I leave everybody on red.
Oh, so it's you.
That's my job.
When you don't know it's you. Show up fashionably late.
Ion.
This is made for them, right?
True. Go MIA for months and then pop out of the blue.
Me.
I love it. The honesty.
Yes.
Guys, this was Caroline Brooks, the star of Real Housewives of Dubai, and her salon Glasshouse DXB is opening this weekend. Where is it located?
City Walk Building 18A.
That's all we have time for. Thank you so much for your show, for your time with us this morning. Goodbye for me.
Thank you for having me. This was so much fun, you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye. See you guys.